love the background behind us.
I know, you just had to say that now, didn't
I just need my people to know what we're thinking.
Tom does not endorse what is about to happen in this video. All right, well, welcome back to our camper. So this is the camper we bought last year. Tom found it used for a really great deal, but it's still a relatively new camper.
It's a 2019, so yeah, to us that's brand new.
And so I had agreed, like, no projects, man. Like, we're not painting it, we're not doing anything.
Did you all just hear that statement?
But the bedroom is very dark. It has very little windows in it.
It's a camper.
It feels really closed in. So I think there's two things that we could do to make it feel a little bit better. And then there's also some damage that happened when we were traveling that Tom needs to fix.
That is accurate.
Let me explain my two things real quick. But I fully expect that at least half of you will be on Tom's side and will think this is a horrible idea. I want to paint just this upper section of cabinets and put some light peel and stick wallpaper over the faux wallpaper that is already there so that it's more bright and more open. And this mattress is not the mattress that came with it, and it's too big.
It's like 16 inches tall. And then because it's so tall and the front is curved, the front of the camper is curved, the mattress can't go up as far into the nose as it's supposed to. So then you can barely sneak between the wall and the foot of the bed.
Like a shimmy to get between there.
Yep.
Which, you know, it is what it is. It's a camper. But it's also a very heavy mattress, and now we're learning to be
you care about weight.
A little bit more aware of weight, especially when Tom has like put a new engine in his truck.
Is that why you keep taking my food away?
So that's what I want to do, is do a little painting and swap out the mattress. I might have got some new bedding to put on it as well to pull it all together. So let's show what needs to be fixed over here.
And what doesn't need to be fixed.
And then we're going to go our separate ways and work on our own things.
Okay, so two things. What happened was when we traveled down the road from Kentucky last year, this door, so they have these little clips that basically it's just like a snap buckle. And then the other door has the same thing. I think what happened was this door bounced loose and then the top detached from the sliding mechanism. And then it just kind of was a battering ram in here while we bounced around the road. And it wrecked this edge of the door. All the stuff on top is broken, so the door won't slide anymore. It's sitting here. I set it here for now. We're actually going to get rid of this door because we don't need it over here. It's just kind of another thing in the way. And then this door is still okay, but I need to take it off, figure out how to redo the top section, make the tracking better because the tracking is wildly flimsy, and then give some sort of a guide on the bottom so it doesn't do that again. So that's the only thing that needs to happen to the camper.
All right, so I want everyone to know that I am a reasonable person. And so Tom was just like, I just really don't want it painted in there. So I said, that's okay. So we are not gonna paint the cabinets, but I just hope between putting up like the new wallpaper and the new mattress that's gonna make a big difference in there. So we'll just see.
And I apologize to all of you who wanted to see it painted.
I didn't even say what the paint color was gonna be.
Don't even do it,
Would that change your opinion?
Mine? I saw the paint color. Oh,
okay. It was a light green, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, so I pre-cut some pieces of this. What's making it a little bit tricky is that this whole bed area is hollow. It's just like the really thin, like 1/4 inch plywood on it. So I have to be really careful where I step on it. So it's making it a little bit trickier, but I think this is really nice and heavy. So I don't know, I think it's gonna go on okay. So I guess we'll see. So I'm really happy with how thick this wallpaper is, and it actually has like a wood grain texture in it. So I'm just using my hand to smooth it out. I know normally you'd have like one of those kind of like squeegee tools, but my hand seems to be working just fine to kind of work from the middle and work out each direction. The toughest part is always getting the first corner lined up, right? And trying to get that square. That took a few attempts, and I'm realizing that the side of the cabinet isn't square, because there was like kind of one section where it was too long and the rest it was like just right or a little bit short. So that's the other joy of campers, right? They're made to be light, and so the quality suffers a little bit, but it's totally fine. And so it actually went on really well. All right, I'm a little bummed because we didn't have any wrinkles till we got to the bottom. There's actually like a strip down there that covers a seam, and it just doesn't seem super square. So it created some wrinkles, but I think like the mattress and the pillows are obviously gonna cover it. So it's not a huge deal, but it's a little bit of a bummer. So I'll just keep going and see how the rest of this goes on. So I don't love how the bubbles at the bottom look, but again, I think that's all gonna get covered up by the mattress and pillows. So I don't think it's a big deal. I do like how it's brightening it up in here. I probably should have watched a video first on how to do this. I was maybe a little overconfident because I've done peel and stick wallpaper before, but trying to line up the two seams was harder than I thought. And I was trying to like bump them up next to each other. But when I got to the third piece, I realized that I think it's better to overlap by like a 1/4 inch. That was way easier to try and line up than bumping them together, because now I have a little sliver of dark wood showing through that I have to figure out what to do with. So that would probably be my recommendation if you're gonna try this. But otherwise, actually overall, it did go on really well, and I think it looks good. I don't know, the third piece might be angled upwards a little bit. I just don't think it's gonna be that noticeable. I don't think it's gonna matter. So I just have one little strip now to do, and then to try and get under these cabinets. So that's actually gonna be kind of a pain, but we'll just see. Okay, so let's bring our new mattress in. Thank you to RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this video and providing us with a new mattress. It is a sister company to our Helix mattress that we love, so we are super excited to get this in here. Like our Helix mattress, it comes in the mail, free delivery in the US. It's all wrapped up tight in a box, and now we get to do the fun part of rolling it out and letting it take shape. Okay, so we have the mattress all set up. I wish you were in here and you could see for yourself how much bigger this room feels now that we have the right mattress in here again.
I would very much like you to not be in here because it's only so big.
Yeah. So we got an Arctic Dream in medium firmness. But what's so cool about rvmattress.com is that they have all of the different shapes and sizes and depths and everything that you would need for your camper or RV, but of course they always keep the weight in mind as well. So it's really worth it to get a mattress specific to a camper or RV.
And also in that same area on their website where they show the different sizes, you can also pick different thicknesses. You can pick pillow top or non-pillow top. Like the options for a camper are truly endless to find what you need for your camper.
And we actually got, this one has the cooling material on top as well, because most of the time...
Why not? You're camping.
Well, when we're camping, it's warm out, right? And you all know how it goes. Like, campers don't like circulate air well and stuff.
Not super well. We have like that, yeah.
So I'm really glad that we also got one that has the cooling material on top as well.
And RV Mattress also offers a 120-night sleep guarantee, a 10-year warranty, and free shipping anywhere inside the US.
And it is also made in the US as well.
And the box has an American flag on it.
So we love that it gets shipped right to your door. It's super easy to set up. You get 120 nights to try it out, a 10-year warranty. It's made for your camper or RV. It keeps you cool at night. The other cool part about getting the right mattress again is that we can actually utilize the underbed storage again, because we don't have a 1,200-pound mattress on here.
So did we explain that? So the mattress in this camper was aftermarket from the old owner. It was so heavy you could not lift up to access the storage underneath the bed.
It might not be a good thing because now we're just gonna fill it up with stuff under there, but at least we have the option.
Do you think, well, okay, I'm not gonna fill it up with stuff, and if I'm not gonna fill it up with stuff, Dawn naturally won't.
So you can get 20% off your own camper or RV mattress. Just use our link down below.
rvmattress.com/minimum-mom. Use code minimum-mom.
20% off. There you go.
It's getting warm in here.
It is. It's actually, like, we started working on this because it was raining outside. So we're like, hey, let's work on the camper for a little bit. And now it's like this weird 80-degree day outside, and it is heating up in here. We've been talking a lot about what we are going to do with this sliding door situation, because Tom doesn't have hours and hours to spend on it right now.
Well, and the other thing we talked about is even if I did have hours and hours to spend on it, what we end up with here may not be worth all the time to get there.
So we're planning on going camping in a couple weeks. So we're trying to get it ready for that. And we thought, what if we just put a curtain here? Like a heavy curtain. We also didn't love that this sliding door, like if you got up to use the bathroom at night, it was like kind of loud.
And also because, so it's here's the ceiling, the door is hanging from here, it's a sliding door. It has like a little bracket underneath on the floor. So we also step on that thing all the time. And we may have stepped on it and broke it.
It may be broken.
And so if we put something else in there, we need to put some kind of a bottom track in here again. And then we're gonna step on it again. And then we're probably gonna break it again.
So maybe like when we go away for like a month in February again, we might want the actual door back. For now, I think what we're gonna do is take both doors off, try out the curtain situation for our next trip. It's only like a 4-day trip, and just see how it works.
And we'll be removing more weight. So on opposite we did to all of our other campers, we're taking weight out of this thing.
Lighter mattress, removing the doors. This is gonna pull so easy now. All right, well, I am gonna let you, I don't know. So we gotta take the doors off and then figure out how we're gonna like put up this curtain. So why don't we work on that for a little bit?
Okay. Can we open a window? Oh, you.
Is it kind of caught in there?
Should not be using the key to our car to pry that out.
I mean, it might not be the best idea.
Oh, this door is actually kind of heavy. So it's all just cheap hollow stuff, and this isn't attached by anything. And this side up here, if you look in, it's just a thin little track. It's like stamped metal.
Yeah.
And see how it's all bent up here?
Right.
It just falls out.
There's so much room in here.
Okay, so this one weighs like next to nothing.
Okay. So I wanted to get some new linens for out here. We had been bringing our sheets and comforter from our house out here. I know some people just use sleeping bags when they can't, but I hate sleeping in a sleeping bag. I thought it could also be a good way to add a little more color and personality, even if we aren't gonna paint the cabinets. And so I just saw the colors in these sheets and I loved them. I honestly don't really think Tom will care. I also like that they do have some color, so they're a little more forgiving to dirt since, you know, they're in our camper. And in our bedroom in the house, we don't ever use a top sheet. I don't know, we didn't grow up using top sheets, so we just never have. But out here, I wanted to put the top sheet on because when you're camping, sometimes if it's warm out, you just use the sheet. Sometimes you use the comforter. And then as far as the comforter, I loved this color of green when I saw it, but we also have the same one in our extra bedroom that's light blue, and I love the feel of it. It washes up really well. It's a really nice weight, not too light, not too heavy. And so I really wanted to put that out here as well. And I just love how this looks. I like save up gift cards to be able to splurge on things like this, and so I don't buy a lot of like clothes and makeup and hair things, but this is probably the area where I'll spend a little bit more, and it's really fine. Like, we can each have our own thing that we like to invest a little more in. Okay, so I have it all put together, so I'll just show you quick. I mean, is it like a huge transformation? No. I do like how the wallpaper looks above the bed, and mostly the pillows covered the seam that I was a little bit worried about, so that's awesome. I wanted to put a tray next to each bed because I've had things like, if I'll take out like a hair binder or my earrings at night if I forgot, they actually fall down between the side of the bed and this little like shelf here. So I thought having a tray there would be really nice. These were inexpensive, but they say barbecue like a boss. So I'm just gonna paint the bottom of it or put some material on it. I just didn't quite get that far. So there's one of these on each side. And then I just put a little decoration above the bed. So it adds a little bit of personality. Obviously we didn't really go overboard in here, but it just feels more like us now. It always just felt really like generic camper in here, probably because of all our other campers. We spent like hours totally like redoing them, and this one we really haven't. So at least now it feels a little more like us. I also want to show you, I wanted to have a little tie back here for the curtain. And so this was just the Velcro that was on the little like bag you get that the sheets came in. So it worked out super well, and Tom actually screwed it to the wall. So now it's just like a Velcro. And so that worked out really well too. We made quite a few changes along the way, but got our projects done today.
Yeah, we ended up just taking everything down that was original. The doors are gone, the track's gone. And then we screwed a metal frame for a metal rod up into the ceiling. Not the ceiling, there's like a drop bar from it.
Yeah.
And then we put the baseboard back on, which covers most of that. And then we hung a curtain. And then it's all just the faux whitish color the walls are.
Yeah. I liked, the door is super cool. Like architecturally, it's like, oh, that's a really cool sliding door. But functionally in here, it just, it took up extra space, it banged around. So having the curtain actually feels like a really nice option. So
it feels, just easier. Makes more sense.
Yep. And so that's all taken care of, and
we didn't paint anything.
We didn't paint anything. So there you go. I mean, just for the record, it wouldn't be painting like hardwood. It would be painting like the sticker that's on the wood. I do like how much bigger the bedroom feels now, having the new mattress in here. I like that we can access the storage underneath here.
The white behind here makes it feel brighter over there too.
Do you think so? Oh, good. Thank you. I thought so too, but you know, I'm biased. Overall, it just feels nice and fresh. It feels a little bit more like our space now, and way easier to get around the end of the bed. The thing why we always had a full queen bed was your feet will hang off the end of the bed though.
Even with the bigger mattress, I hung off anyway because you have to be so far down in that area, you don't have enough headroom to be like tight in there. So my feet hung off anyway, so might as well shorten it up so that we can walk through here easily.
Yeah, I really like that a lot. So, like we said, our next camping trip that we have planned is a few weeks out.
Northern Wisconsin.
Yeah. So I think that's gonna be fun. I don't know, just even seeing the camper in the driveway, it just makes me want to be like, let's just load up and go now. Like it feels like it represents like a sense of freedom. And so, yeah, it might be hard to wait a few weeks now that we've gotten it out and everything. I know we've gotten lots of questions about like, how do you pack the camper? I do have a video from last summer where we did pack it and I show kind of our organizational system. Again, we're still novices at this, right? We've only been camping for a couple of years, but I have found a few things that I think work well for us.
Do you want to know what I realized I like the most about camping?
Ooh, yes.
It's that we don't have any of the stuff. I think we have less than the majority, but we still have a lot to manage, things to take care of. Like it's just a lot.
Yeah.
And being gone in the camper is that freedom. And I think the freedom isn't just feeling like you can go anywhere, but I think it's freedom of all of our normal life.
All of our responsibilities and everything. Yeah, I think you were totally right. And we also want to say a huge thank you for all of your kind comments on our video last week about our latest adventure. I don't know, we just felt so well loved and supported. We were blown away by your kindness.
There were a couple of haters, but that's okay. To be completely honest, I may jump back and forth from the hater side too, with my personal feelings on the project. But
it depends on the day. If you didn't get to see Tom's video where we actually show the house that we bought, I'll put a link for that as well, because it's kind of interesting. I know there's a lot of comments about like, will this actually be cheaper in the long run? And
we believe so with all of the projections we have, what we paid for the house, finishes, all that stuff. It should be significantly cheaper. That also being said, it's not like we're setting this up for us to live in. This is going to be a rental house. And so we're okay with the layout that came in the house. So.
Yeah, so we're gonna, like Tom said, we'll leave the layout. We're gonna just mostly leave most of the finishes in there.
Yep.
So I do think if we were fully remodeling the inside, then definitely it might not come out the same. So we'll just show you, I mean, on Tom's channel, definitely we'll kind of show you what we end up doing. We'll keep you posted on the budget breakdown as well, because it really is a huge experiment for us as well.
And like we had said in the video, we've purchased one house to go on the 2 lots. We have to get a second one for the other lot, but depending on how the first lot pans out cost-wise, we may build a slab-on grade instead of moving in a house. We'll just see how the first one goes.
A lot of that will be happening on Tom's channel, so you can definitely check that out as well. All right, well, it feels like we just got thrown into summer.
I'm profusely sweating in here. We had to turn the AC on so we could video.
So we're roasting right now, but we're also excited just to like get the garden in order and that kind of stuff. So I'd love to know what you are up to this weekend. Any gardening, any camping, any traveling, any just doing stuff out and about. We'd love to hear what you're up to as well. But we love you. We hope that you have a great weekend, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.